'Cause I got issues.
Having some issues? Kat can help you out with the help of our listeners. Kat Chat starts now on Y107.
One wrong moment, and this could go really bad really quickly. Suzie lives in a nice neighborhood. Kids are running everywhere, playing all the time with each other, and they, riding bikes, throwing footballs, playing tag, all that kind of stuff. Just a normal suburban life, subdivision. But the last few days, she's noticed an older kid, probably 13 or 14, and he's walking around with what looks like a gun tucked in his waistband.
Okay.
And so she thinks it's a BB gun or an airsoft gun, so it's not real, but from, a couple feet away, it looks like a real gun. And so he's going around shooting kids with it. So even if it's a BB gun or airsoft gun, that's dangerous, So Suzie said something to him. And she's like, hey, dude, the wrong person sees this and thinks that it's real, then things are going to go really bad for you. And the kid totally brushes her off, says, I'm not doing anything wrong, denies shooting anyone or pointing it at anybody or anything like that. And she doesn't know who he is. She has no idea who his parents are. She can't get it out of her head, though, that if something does go badly, if she doesn't speak up, she's kind of responsible, And so she's like, is this something you call 911 over? What do I do?
Yeah. Do we know, and you could maybe text Suzie here this morning. I know she's getting her own kids on the bus and everything this morning, but you said no one knows who this other kid is, but have any of the other kids that he's either threatened to shoot with this gun or not, have they talked to their parents? Like, is Suzie talking to any of the other parents?
No, I don't think she's talked to anybody yet.
Okay.
I'll ask her, though, just to make sure. But I don't think she's talked to any parents.
Because Crystal's kind of mentioned on the Facebook comment, like, go door to door. People have Ring cameras. People have other security cameras. Like, people, there's got to be video of this kid on a scooter, on a bike. How did he get there?
Right. Or get a picture of him next time you see him and go door to door with that,
And kind of like what Crystal says is like, kids don't understand how this can escalate. He may be just playing, yes, not safe, but not thinking, some dude's going to come out with a real gun to protect his family.
Yeah, especially if it's nighttime and they can't tell us at 12, 13, 14, however old he is, kid. Ugh.
Yeah, this could go bad very quickly. What do you think? What's some advice for Suzie if you've had to deal with something like this yourself?
Join the Cat Chat now. 441-Y107.
Janelle is on the phone in Como. What do you think? What's your advice here for Suzie, Janelle?
I think Suzie, aside from talking to the young kid, I think that she needs to, I wouldn't call 911, but I would probably call the local police number and inform, or maybe go up there instead of just calling, maybe go up there so that she can just talk with someone like a detective or someone to just explain to them that it's not where, they have to come out there with their guns drawn, but maybe they could bring someone that had like in some type of program. Usually schools have programs like that so they can have someone that come up and talk to the kids
and educate them.
The dangers. Yeah, and just educate them and maybe see them and then make him aware of what can possibly happen on both sides, not just with law enforcement coming at him, but just someone in the neighborhood or someone driving down the street or a citizen that sees it and thinks something different and is looking to protect or thinking that they're doing the right thing and end up harming him.
I think your first mission this morning, Suzie, and I'm sorry if I interrupted you and cut you off there, Kat, she's got to get with these other kids that her kid is friends with, find out who this other kid, the kid with the gun is.
Right.
To this morning, ASAP. Like your first job, get your kid to school, and then on your first break at work today, talk to the neighbors, whoever, and figure out, number one, who is he? He may need other help that we don't know about. He may, there may be a one-parent situation and somebody's not paying attention to him at all.
It could be a child services thing, like they need to come and get involved. I mean, it's no joke.
A lot of people are suggesting the same thing. The non-emergency lines for your local police department, 311. Or whatever that is for your number. Even our last caller, I forgot what her name was. You brought up a great point. Just
Janelle.
Just go to the police department and say, like, hey, Do you have a picture of this kid? Do you have Ring doorbell cameras? Does any of your kids' friends have doorbell cameras of this? And Barry on the text line saying, I also think it's pretty illegal for a kid under 18 to have a BB gun without adult supervision.
Oh, that's good to know.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
I don't know, yeah.
What the rule is on that.
Would be worth checking out, for sure.
But absolutely. And because we've got some airsoft guns, and my son's had some, and we've played, with your son Sam, and but that's in an adult supervised setting where we've got eye protection on, we've got other padding and other things on. But those guns are so damn realistic looking.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And then they do things to them, like Janelle was saying, too, to make them look like real guns because they want them to look like that.
Yeah.
So, Randall, we've got Randall on the phone from Jeff City. Hey, Randall, you got some advice for Suzie?
Oh, my gosh. It's heartbreaking because I know this kid is playing with fire, even if it's a toy gun or airsoft gun with with the orange at the barrel.
Right.
No one's going to stop to see the orange.
Yeah.
All they're going to see is that this young kid is holding a handgun. I will go to the authorities immediately and let them deal with it.
Yeah.
They have to do it immediately. Something really bad could happen.
Text the Cat Chat now. Yeah. 1-800-500-Y107.
This is not just looking at your kid and being like, you're just being a kid. This is just kids being kids. This is something where if the gun looks like a real gun, then it's a whole new ball game.
Mm-hmm.
The risk isn't just him messing around. It's that someone else reacts and they think that it's real, and now you've got a situation that cannot be undone.
No, there's
at all
so many ways this can go sideways. Number one, him just accidentally shooting somebody, or on purpose shooting somebody in the face or in the eye or whatever and hurting a kid. Or what if he misses the kid he's trying to shoot on the scooter, right, and hits you driving down the street with your windows down, cranking Y107, and you veer off, and, all kinds of stuff can go wrong.
Yeah. And so my final thoughts here is if you're a parent, this is where you step in, you educate, and you don't just assume that your kid knows not to do things like this. If someone's sit down and talk to them. Hey, if someone sees you with something that looks real, they don't know that this is not a toy. They're going to react to protect themselves, to protect their home, to protect their kids. And so make it clear to them why. You can't just tell them, no, don't do that. They need to know why. So tell them no doing that in public. No, carrying it in your waistband, no taking it to school, no pointing it at people, no joking around with it or waving it around, and use it where it's supposed to be used. And, then follow up with accountability. Where the gun is, what the kids are doing, outside playing and all that. It may seem a little bit overzealous here or whatever, but wouldn't you rather be a little more careful, over careful with your child than them losing their life? This is something pretty serious. You don't just let, them play with things like that nowadays. So, part of kids is, or part of being a parent and having kids is teaching them lessons that we've had to learn the hard way, or we've seen others learn the hard way. That's why, watching the news sometimes. And then,
if you all don't think that it can't happen on your street and in your town, and you name it, that you can listen to our show around mid-mo, it doesn't matter whether it's a town the size of Sturgeon or a town the size of Kansas City. It can happen anywhere.
Right. You're not limiting your kids. You're not taking the fun out of life. You're protecting them.
Keep the Cat Chat going now on Facebook Y107 Morning Show.